Good morning. 2016 was a very good year in the life of FCC. Our church started to reconnect with our local community. Some of the highlights included the Love Feast, the Navajo Pilgrimage, the Free Library, Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dive series, and of course the Farmers Market. Our unofficial theme was radical hospitality. We set out to serve the Lord by offering radical hospitality to all of our fellow men and women. Radical hospitality changes lives. It sure has changed mine. When I first came through these doors 10 or 12 years ago, I was that person who came in 5 minutes after the sermon started, and I left just before the benediction. And I convinced myself that I was going to church. It was my time with God. I wasn't looking for friends. I wasn't looking to get connected. I just wanted to go and sit for 40 minutes and be done. Then one day a deacon invited me to coffee hour. Being a Catholic, I had no idea what that was. I didn't know what fellowshipping meant. So my idea of coffee hour was to go to the parish hall, grab some juice, a sweet first hour, and then run out the back door to my car. And then one day someone caught me while I was getting that juice, and they asked me to sit and talk with them. So now I started coming to church on time. I stayed for coffee hour. I fellowshipped a little bit, and I left feeling pretty groovy, in spite of what I originally thought. Then one day, someone asked me if I'd be interested in serving on this fellowship commission, and I said yes, and here I am today as the moderator. My point is that if no one had taken the time to ask me to coffee hour, to engage me in conversation at coffee hour, or to ask me to participate in leadership of the church, I would never have done it. I would probably be that same person sneaking in and sneaking out and not talking to anybody. At that time, what I didn't realize is that we are the church, and we are all disciples of Jesus, and that ministry comes in all shapes and all sizes. For 2017, we will build upon the foundation that we have created in order to address the immediate needs of our community and our world. Oh, excuse me. I think my pages are out of order, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. So sometimes the most impactful ministry can be found in a hug, a reassuring smile, or by inviting someone to do something, or simply listening if someone wants to talk. At times that's enough. However, there are times when we need to minister on a larger scale. And in the history of our nation, that time is now. There is so much change going on in our great nation. And yes, America is already great. Obama didn't make it great. Trump will not make it great. We, the people, make it great. While I do believe that America is great, it is far from perfect, and we have a lot of work to do. And now more than ever, we, the people, are being called to speak out against all injustice. As Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King stated, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. I'm going to say that again. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. We are being called to speak up for those without voices. We are being called to engage with elected officials and be the change we wish to see in the world in order to protect and preserve human rights for everyone. The time for whining, complaining, and criticizing is done. Now is the time for action. Send letters or emails. Engage in peaceful protests. Become an elected official if you feel so moved. Learn more about and volunteer at the grassroots level for the national organizations that are working so hard to try to preserve the rights for everyone. They need our help, and there is no amount of engagement that is too small. As Gandhi says, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. When you find a cause that's near and dear to your heart, you would be surprised by how much energy, passion, and creativity you have to support this cause. We are each unique and gifted individuals, and when we work together toward a common goal, there is nothing we cannot accomplish. This is our moment to show our community that we, Team FCC, are still here, that we are present, that we are a resource, that we are a refuge, that we care, and that together we can make the world a better place. More changes will come in 2017, both inside and outside of these walls, that will allow our church to continue to do the work that we are called to do. But we have to be ready to answer the call. Are you ready? Yes. I am here as a resource, as are all of our passionate and dedicated church leaders, but we cannot do this alone. We need your help. The world is ever changing, and some changes are scary, and some are exciting, yet change is inevitable. So as we stand on the precipice of change, I want you to ask yourself, what will our legacy be, and what part will I play in that legacy? Will we rise to the occasion and willingly become soldiers for social justice and change makers? Will we speak up for those with no voices? Will we contact our local officials, organize and participate in peaceful protests? And do we believe that together we can affect change? Do we believe that together we can affect change? Okay. I leave you with one final quote. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King says, "Everybody can be great because anybody can serve." You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and your verb agree to serve. You only need a heart full of grace and a soul generated by love. Amen.